Hello guys and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and so in today's video I want to talk about some upcoming games that are coming in 2023. Games that I'm excited for. 5 games actually. This is a selection of games that I will definitely be playing on live stream and on this channel as well, the second channel of my group of channels that I have on YouTube. And so we're gonna get started here with Spaceborne 2. Now, Spaceborne 2 is a direct follow-up of Spaceborne 1 that was released in 2019. And sure, Spaceborne 1 was a little bit outdated, to say the least, but it laid the foundation, especially when it comes to coding, for what you are seeing here. This is made in Unreal Engine 4, and it is a pretty impressive space adventure game with RPG elements, also made by a solo developer, so totally indie. It's got lots of different plot twists that are going to keep you completely baffled. I have tried it a little bit in beta version, and all I'm gonna say here is that I am having a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure that you guys also will be enjoying this game very much. It's going to come on Steam in 2023, normally early 2023. And I know I made a video I think earlier this year in January saying that this could be the Star Citizen killer. I think that this game is actually more related to Starfield, in fact, and it's got the same thousands of planets that you can explore in atmosphere. You can go also outside, fight in space, trade, and go on various exploration. It's actually pretty well done, at least for a solo developer for what it is. So yeah, looking forward to this game very much in 2023, hopefully early 2023, if the beta phase is going as planned. Next is Falling Frontier. Now, Falling Frontier was supposed to be released this year, but we haven't had any news, unfortunately, from the solo developer of Falling Frontier. It's very difficult to develop a game like this, obviously, when you're working solo, so we should expect this game to release instead in 2023, or at least to have more news about this game in 2023. Oh my goodness, we've got a raiding party of 15 from Carbon Tails Jeep. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. And so Falling Frontier, what is Falling Frontier? It is an RTS game, so real-time strategy set in space, set inside an entire solar system. It got a Spears ECG says we are here to eradicate. We'll talk about Inside Star Citizen very soon. I'm doing a video right now for the second channel, waiting for people to come a little bit, and then we'll talk about Inside Star Citizen, don't worry. So Falling Frontier probably coming up in 2023, and what I like about this game is the sheer level of detail. Basically, you can scale all the way from the top of an entire star system all the way down to single units, sometimes almost like in first person. It's very impressive. It's not about resource management, but what I like is that it's not just proper resource management as of, you know, metals, but also your human workforce is also considered an important resource that you're going to have to manage, and it's also a very important part of the game. We should have more news about this, hopefully, next year, if Todd Darcy, the sole developer at Stoner Fox Studio, is doing all right. Of course, that depends on him. Next, we are going to talk about Starfield. Now, Starfield, we all know that it was supposed to be released this month in November of 2022. Unfortunately, it has been delayed to the first part of 2022. Now, because of Redfall, I've read some news. Apparently, Bethesda wants to release Redfall first and then Starfield later, so we should be expecting a release date for Starfield around May of June or next year. But there have also been some leaked information telling us that it would be released further on the line in 2023, maybe even for Christmas next year. So we should expect some more delays regarding Starfield, unfortunately. Nevertheless, a much anticipated games here. So of course there are going to be about 100 star systems to explore in Starfield and about 1,000 planets. Now these planets are going going to be procedurally generated. These planets are not going to be fully explorable. Probably not. What I suspect is that we'll be in space, and there'll be multiple points you'll be able to multiple points you'll be able to click at, and then land via a loading screen to the planet. So that's basically how this is going to be happening, right? Thank you so much, Carbon Tail. Have a great day. Oh, you have a 3-year-old needs to take a bath. Well, I know how it is. I also have I have a 4-year-old. Yeah, it takes a lot of time indeed, right? And a lot of dedication too. All right, coming up after Starfield, we've got Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown. Now, huge fan of the Test Drive Unlimited series here. I am so glad that it is making a comeback. This time it will be in Hong Kong, and they've recreated Hong Kong Island at a 1:1 scale, which is in itself a pretty impressive feat. Now, it's not going to have a map that is going to be as big as the previous games. For example, the Oahu map that we had in Test Drive Unlimited 2 was 600 kilometers square. Here the map is only going to be 30 kilometers square, but at least it's going to be much more details with much more roads, much more different biomes and environments, so that should make it up for a more interesting area here as well of exploration. Now, it's not going to have as many cars as other racing games out there, but the cars here are going to be more detailed, more personalized, and the idea here is not to have the type of experience or relationship with cars that you would have with Forza Horizon, for example, where you just collect the cars and you have 100 cars in your garage. No, here you feel more like every time you get a new car in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, it's going to feel more like an accomplishment. People want to feel proud of the acquisitions that they make in the game. So that's why they also have less cars here, because it's a completely different type of game. They don't want to have a kind of arcade experience or arcade driving experience. They want to have like an actual proper driving simulation experience in this game as well. So completely different types of game, but very reminiscent of how it was back with the original Test Drive Unlimited series, where this was also the spirit as well. More of the lifestyle behind the car community than just the fun of having as many cars as possible. That's not really the point here. Originally, this game was supposed to be released again in November of this year. It has been pushed back. We haven't had any... Basically, these are the only in-game images that we have of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Unfortunately, we haven't had any proper gameplay trailer, so that could explain why this has been delayed to next year, simply because I don't think the game is ready at this point. Now, coming up next is, of course, Skull and Bones. Now, very excited about this game. I know that it's been subject to a lot of criticism from fans. I think that the most important for Skull and Bones is to set proper expectation. This is not a Black Flag MMO, but it's more of, from my point of view, Skull and Bones is more of a tactical action game, that's based on the sea, obviously. Now, sure, you're going to have on-foot experiences like this on the third person. I'm not sure if it's going to be first person as well, where you'll be able to walk around different landing zones and interact with NPCs that are going to allow you to do a little bit of crafting, update your ship, or maybe build new ships. But the whole core of Skull and Bones is, of course, to go on an adventure, equip your ship, and then eventually look for opportunities, either with the environment itself or with other ships that will be around. So you can do also some trading if you don't want to be to engage into violent activities as well. But of course, if you do that, you may be pirated as well by other players. It's a pirate game after all, and I just love how this game looks. It looks amazingly beautiful. I think I like how accessible, but at the same time realistic this game is going to be too. And it's also something that I will be playing a lot on the channel as well. So there we have it, guys. These are 5 games that I am expecting for 2023. But let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Do you also have another game that you're excited about for 2023? I would like to know as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been the Eradicator. I wish you guys a great day. I'll see you guys later.